In this video, we're going to cover the battle of the AI's cold email edition. Now, I'm sure you've seen all the different models that have been coming out over the past few months. So today, we're going to pit three of those models against each other to see which one performs the best. And so for some context here, there's a lot of different ways you can use AI to help with cold prospecting. You can have it write individual intro lines, sort contacts, do research for you. Or you can have it write the entire email. And outside of fine tuning, I've personally seen the best results just having it write one line at a time. But sometimes I like to play around, test the limits a little bit. And today we're going to see which one performs the best. So let's dive in here. And what you're looking at is a Clay table. And we've just got a short list of some YouTubers in this table, and I've removed their contact information here. And really what we've got is just like the basic information that we need to run this play. And so we've got their subscriber count, we've got a link to their YouTube channel, their first name. And the way that we're doing this is we're going to give each one of these models the same prompt, and then we're going to feed them all the same information. And what we've done is we've used Clay to go ahead and scrape the description and the information about their YouTube channel to give us a little bit of context. So we're going to have the AI personalize the email based off of what type of content this YouTuber creates. And so I'll show you an example here. Welcome to the InfoSec Pat channel. I love IT, showing people about technology, blah, 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 blah. We've got another one here. I love to beatbox. I love to make comedy videos. And the way that we're going to structure this cold email is we're going to pretend that we're a software development company. And what we do is we help influencers or YouTubers who are like kind of at the mercy of YouTube's monetization policies. They help them create digital products because they don't actually own their own audience, right? Someone might have 1.45 million subscribers, but they don't actually own that audience. And so one of the pain points of that group is that they would like to have some other way to monetize and own that audience so they're not at the mercy of YouTube's monetization policies. And so we gave each model the same template and the same prompt. And so first we'll take a look at the prompt, we'll talk through it, and then we're going to take a look at the completions that these models generated. So within Clay, you can pick from different models. And in this one, we've got DaVinci 3. In this one, we've got GPT 3.5 Turbo. And then in this one, we've got GPT 4. And so the way that this prompt is structured is we've got a bunch of different information here. And it says, write an initial cold outreach email based on the following template, pitching made-up company that helps YouTube influencers build a digital product. And so the capitalization here, what I've found helpful is that using this capitalization like this, it helps to communicate a distinct entity. So when you give the AI a more complex prompt and you want it to follow very specific guidelines, you only want it to use certain information in certain sections of the template, it can really help give it the structure and the guidance that it needs to complete a little bit more of a complex task for you. So from there, we go into, here's the template. Hey, first name, I was checking out your YouTube channel and saw that you make blank type of videos with this subscriber count, with X number of subscribers. Have you thought about how you don't actually own your audience? We're helping another YouTuber right now build a digital product that's allowing him to take control of his revenue and break free from YouTube's monetization policies. Thought you might be interested in exploring something similar, worth a conversation. Simple copy, very basic. And we're really just personalizing off of the description from their YouTube channel to personalize what type of content they make. And so in the icebreaker section, so we're using this capitalized token to map it back to the right part of the template, use the information from this input, and we go ahead and use the description that we scraped from the YouTube channel to write a casual line describing what type of content the YouTuber creates on their channel. When writing the email, make it funny, informal, and concise. Do not open the email with lines like, I hope you're doing well, or I hope this email finds you well. Because the training data for OpenAI is older, a lot of times I've found that the emails are kind of like 2000 and late a little bit, and they've got these like really cringy lines that it'll inject in there, so that helps to remove it. We give it some bounds, so keep it under 150 words. Don't pander, don't say stuff like super impressive, blah, 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 and don't deviate from the template provided. And so you'll see, whether or not this actually worked. So again, we're reinforcing follow the template structure and do not provide a completion until you've double checked your work. Keep the writing conversational but concise in the icebreaker section. You can be more creative, but not in any other part of the template. So I'm sure you can think of ways to clean this prompt up, or ways to make it better. But this is the basic structure that has worked really well for us when trying to get the AI to write a quality email for you and write the entire thing. And so again, we've got Text DaVinci 3, and we don't want it to be super creative. We want it to just follow the structure here in this scenario. And let's take a look at some of the completions. Hey, Patrick, I was checking out your YouTube channel and saw that you make tech-savvy videos about IT and certifications with 25.9 thousand subscribers. Have you thought about how you don't actually own your own audience? We're helping another YouTuber, blah, 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 worth a conversation, best Devco. So not bad. It followed the structure. It added a little bit more to the template that I didn't want it to, but overall, this isn't great. It's not terrible. Let's take a look at 3.5. Now, this one took a lot of liberties, and this was surprising, and added a subject line, which we didn't want it to do. And then it started going into the email here. So like if you were trying to use this to write an entire email and have it be ready to ship, this would be a problem because you couldn't just take this information and like shoot it into an email sending tool and have it send. It would include all of this other text, and you'd have to manually go through and fix this up and review it. So it didn't follow the instructions the way we wanted it to, but you're clearly doing something right. Have you ever thought about it? You don't actually own your audience. Thought you might be interested in exploring something similar. Our company, Devco, and then it just goes into a whole other like pitch about the company. So the email copy is super long and it didn't follow our instructions. And let's take a look at GPT-4. Hey, Patrick, I was checking out your YouTube channel and saw that you make super engaging videos about IT technology and InfoSec certification. So that's quite a bit more specific than the DaVinci 3. This was kind of broad, and this really talked about very specific things that they talk about on their channel. With 25.9 thousand subscribers, have you ever thought about how you don't actually own your own audience? We're helping another YouTuber right now build a digital product that's allowing him to take control of his revenue and break free from YouTube's monetization policies. Thought you might be interested in exploring something similar, worth a conversation. So this one, I think it was more specific, and it actually took the context to like be more personalized as opposed to just being super general. It followed our instructions in terms of following the exact template, and it didn't take any liberties to add any other copy outside of the actual template. So I'd say this did a pretty good job. I'm going to open up a couple more of these for you if you want to pause and review these to take a look at the difference. So again, it's like adding this outro that we didn't want. It's adding the subject line and all of this other information for the pitch that we didn't want. And then this is just being super clear and concise, following our instructions. And it's doing a good job transitioning from sentence to sentence. Really, the only other thing that you would need to do, I bet if you like map this to a table, the formatting wouldn't be all that great. So you'd have to, manually edit the formatting. But overall, this is a pretty good completion. Overall, I think that GPT-4 won this battle, but curious what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. And we're going to be continuing to put out content around using AI in sales. So if you want to stay in the loop and you want to continue to get content like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And that's all I got for today. I'll catch you on the next video.